Arctron, engulfed in lightning, zaps Sterex, who loses his grip on him, but Arctron doesn't fall to the ground. The black mark on his chest from Cyrax, the mark of the Dark Lord, glows stronger than anything on his body as he floats. Sterex roars in pain as he backs off. Then it comes to his mind. He has to finish off the brothers. He turns around, but as he does, an entity as big as himself comes smashing his face with its fist. Sterex falls to the ground, hits it so hard it makes a hole in Sterex's face, leaking blue liquid like blood. He looks at what just hit him. In front of him, a massive entity with golden armor, red glowing eyes and massive wings, and a huge sword stands, looking at the down demon god. The entity grabs Arctron, who still is floating while still spreading lightning around him. The entity opens its chest. A hole, perfectly sized for Arctron, is emptied in there. Sterex stares at the massive entity as it places Arctron inside its chest in the hole.
Let those who have fought with honor to protect this beautiful creation be reborn. Let those who gave their life to keep the darkness out join me by my side and fight one last time.
Zardan looks at Sterex, staring him in his eyes.
Your time has come, demon.
As he said it, a cloud appears in the distance. Drendor turns around to look at the rumbling sound as he sees the cloud. Then he realizes the cloud is rising above a whole army of soldiers, light warriors, and knights. As the army comes closer, Drendor can spot some familiar faces. Arclight, Colossal, Bolt, but something has changed. Bolt isn't small, he doesn't drive any truck, and behind him, hundreds of similar creatures march as well.
The Archtalks still live?
To Drendor's surprise, the parents of Arctron lead the massive army, swords and axes waving in the air as the red and blue glowing eyes pierce his soul. Then he remembers his betrayal to Arctron. The Aztecs will not show any mercy upon him. Drendor looks around as a massive blue and black figure smashes down its feet in front of him.
Oh, I remember you.
The figure kicks Drendor in the chest and makes him fly backwards. Drendor laughs a little at the wimpy attack.
You're the demons that Marauder helped escape the eternal prison.
The figure bashes Drendor in the face and makes him fly backwards again. Drendor gets up on his feet. He feels a crack on his mask. This was not some regular minion. He turns around to see Bolt and the other Aztecs pointing their weapons towards him. A big blue lightning sphere comes flying out from the crowd. Drendor evades and rolls to the side as he follows the sphere with his eyes. It hits the massive figure straight in its chest. The figure roars for a second, then it swings its large sword at Drendor, but to its surprise, Drendor blocks the hit. The figure looks at Drendor straight in the eyes, furious.
It's time someone put you back there.
Drendor shoots the figure in the chest several times with his cannon, then he disappears into shadow blending. The figure looks up as Bolt comes swinging his massive battle axe straight in the face. The hit creates a massive crack in the figure's armor. Blue liquid drips out of the wound just as it's about to get back into action. Another blue fireball comes roaring towards him, smashing him straight in the face, making the head explode. A bit away, Drendor exits the shadow, blending out of sight of the Aztec army.
That was close.
He looks back at Zardon and Sterax. Zardon looks at the demon lord that's on its knees in front of him.
Invading my universe will be the last thing you do.
Zardon grabs his sword from his back. Sterax looks at the Universal God. This was the last thing he wanted. Confrontation with the mighty God. Sterax summons a sword from his back and swings it at Zardon, who blocks it.
Don't bore me.
Sterax summons another sword and stabs Zardon in the arm. Zardon roars, but more of a joy than pain.
That's more like it.